Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Phoenix Trading Strategies today. Today we're in the forecast trading room. It is March 26, 2015, 2:34 a.m. Where strategic knowledge and information allows you to trade successfully. So before we go any further, let us go to the disclaimer. Disclaimer: future stocks and spot currency trading have large potential rewards but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the future stocks and forex markets. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy, sell future stocks or forex. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on this website. Past performance of indicators or methodology are not necessarily indicative of future results. Being that said and done, I want to welcome everybody one more time. It'll be an interesting night since there isn't much news. So let's get to it. Normally, what we do is that we go straight to the charts, but let's take a look at the calendar real quickly. Right now, within the next 25 minutes, we should have German consumer climate numbers at around 5 a.m. Eastern. We should have year-on-year money supply for the euro, private loans, and then at 5:30 a.m. we should have retail sales month-on-month from the UK. We will later on this morning at 8:30 a.m. be looking at unemployment claims from the U.S. We will also be looking at FOMC member Lockhart speaking, Bank of Canada Governor Powell speaks as well. We also have PMI numbers, natural gas storage. So it should be an interesting morning as how they release the news. So let's go to the charts and see what we see. Let's see if any of the euro pairs are going to be impacted. Always interesting. Euro's looking strong here against the US dollar, yen. Swiss is already strengthening. Aussie, pound, Canadian. So it should be very interesting. Let's take a look at the market analyzer. We have the euro in play on the 20-minute, the euro pound, not the euro yen. We have the euro Aussie, euro New Zealand. We have the pound New Zealand, US CAD's in play. The Swissy, US Swissy, Aussie dollar, and euro Swiss. So it looks like we've got some currencies that are in play right now. Let's take a look and see what we have. Let's go to the Euro USD. On the 15-minute here, what we are showing is a continuation move, but we're seeing some dollar strength right now. We'll see how it reacts towards the trend stop here. If it bounces off the trend stop, then we should anticipate a continuation move to the upside. But let's drill it down. Let's go high and work our way down. It's trading here. Let's see. Nope, too far. Let's go. No. Excuse me. Nothing. Right here. Here is our money. So, normally what we do with this type of information, which is always beautiful to get at the very beginning, where's my pen, is, where is my pen? I'll use this one for now. On the daily, write this one down. We have a resistance level at 1.1059. So we will remember that because it will come up again. Now we have to add more data series, of course. More tick data. We'll go with 35 days. And again, it repeats itself here at 1.1049. I think we can use this one a little bit more than the one on the daily. This is a resistance level. So we will be remembering this one very, very carefully. Nothing here. We do have another level up here. And this will also be a resistance level. Nothing here. 240. We do have this level here. This may be where it comes down to. Looks like we're going to have some dollar strength coming into this. So we have to anticipate this level will be 1.0657. 1.0660, forgive me. And it did serve as a resistance, so they went right through it. So it did not. So we're going to use this one as one of those levels where we know they're going to use it. They may come down and hit it, but it's in the higher time frame. So we will respect it. Let us go to 180. Again, repeats itself here. Here we do have a resistance level once again, but much lower. Always want to outline your support and resistance levels. We've had more resistance than support levels here, which is really funny. Let's go down now. And again, look how they're trading at this level. We may not have power dots up here yet, but look how they're respecting this daily level. Very, very dangerous. Let's go down. This was a continuation, came up here, but I don't think I want to use this because it's in the middle of this range to this range. Normally, if it bounces off of a daily, it will go down to a 180 or a 240. In this case, I'm anticipating this low, and that's pretty aggressive. So as we go down, we should see this would be a 100 pip drop actually. This would be interesting. Let's expand it out more. supporting this level very nicely. Did continue, but here's where we need more confirmation. Excuse me. Let's go to the 30. Okay, nothing there. Let's go to the 20. Okay, very interesting trade this one. We have resistance levels way up here at 1.1029, trading at 1.0986. If it breaks 1.1, I would wait for it to come up, and they may do a big bend trade tonight. You never know. You know, the banks are always trying to play people to go long before they go short. So it'll be interesting to monitor this trade, but I'd like to see a few others in this in this same event. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie and the Euro New Zealand. These are usually very, very good and very tight. We already had these mapped out. Have this level here. Let me go to the 60-minute real quickly. See, look at that. Wow, what a move. All the way up here. What did that measure? From top to bottom, 214 pips. Ouch. But we have a pivot up here. So, because it's bouncing off of this, I would wait for it to come back one more time to 140.58 before shorting it. And I'm thinking that it's going to go short. So this one does reflect what this one is going to be doing next. You see the trend stops up here. I wish we had power dots, but we don't. See this right here, it's in the middle of the range. I actually expect them to break through this level, but we'll map it out just because. Let's take a look at the Euro New Zealand. We're definitely going to have to map this one out because I haven't looked at this one. So let's see how this one looks. Right here, this is too far from it. Nothing. Let's look at the weekly. What a great trade this would have been to the short side. Nothing here at the bottom. Nope. Too far. Let's look at the daily. No. Let's take a look at this one here. Nothing here. here. It's a little too far. I wouldn't really map it out when it's that far off. I will map this one out though. This one does look solid right here. Okay. Again, we go through the motions to identify the levels, to identify how they're mapping out the trade. This level they broke through. This one's a support. Let's go to the 180. Again, this one has the potential to come up here before coming down, which is the same thing that we're seeing with the Euro Aussie. And that means that they could move the euro up before they bring it down. So we're going to work our way down on this and see. Nope. Nothing here. Nope. Nothing. Well, look how they use this level. Boom, straight to the top. Nothing we could use here. No. Wow, what a great move. Nothing here. 30-minute. Let's see if there's anything here at the top. Right there. We can use this level. Even though it broke through it, we'll use it. We'll see how they use this level. They're using it pretty aggressively. That may be the resistance level right there that we were waiting to see on this one. So we'll see. We shall see. Still looks to go long. So I'd be very careful about going short on this trade right now. See, there's a pivot here on this level. Right out the gate, they decided to launch this thing long. 79 pips. Can't go wrong. They love to give money away. Question is, what are they waiting for? The announcement to see how good German consumer climate is? Interesting. No power dots, so I don't think there's going to be anything. But we'll see how they trade against this one. So let's take a look at the EuroCAD. They're bouncing off of this level. Interesting, which is a daily level that I mapped out earlier. Off the gate, they brought it down, retesting it. It looks to go long. So does that mean that we're going to have CAD weakness today? Let's map this one real quickly. So that'll be interesting. See how this one plays. Let's say short, but I'm not convinced quite yet. So we know how that one plays. Let's take a look at the euro pound before we look at the others. Again, this one, they moved it to the upside. They're pulling down. But what's the deal? What type of game are they playing? Too far both ways. Nothing here. Let's go to the daily. Ouch. Okay, so they ran right through that, so that could be the support level. And that one would be 73.35. Let's see if it holds here. 73.35. $73.35. Use this number. Okay. They broke through this thing, so it's one of those where we will remember you. 720. Nothing. 480. Nothing. 240. We have something here. Was a resistance level. Okay. Let's continue. Don't see this one coming down at all. It's already bounced off of this level. So I'd be surprised if it did come down, it would come down here. So it'll be interesting to see how that one plays. This is way too far from here. Don't need to map it out there. Let's continue. No. Let's go to the 90-minute. Oops. No. 60. Nope. No. Come back here. That's a level right there. And that is a resistance level. That we will use. Okay. Now we got something to work for. All right. 30 minutes. Let's see. Nothing there of value supporting this level. We have it here, but it's again supporting. Whoops. Again, they went long. So let's see. 15. Multi-time frame confirmation to go long. But they're holding. If they trade above this level, they'll go long. That should strengthen the euro against the pound. Interesting. All right. What are we missing? So you have euro weakness now. Euro against the CAD. The CAD getting stronger. Let's take a look at that. Oh, wow, look at that. Now they traded right under it. Right under it. Wow, we missed that one. However, because they just traded below this, if this thing settles below it, I'm curious to see how it will settle, where it will settle here. If it trades right back above it, then I'm long. If it stays below it, then I'm short. So this one should be interesting to see how it unfolds. We don't really have much action going on. There's nothing that would say, there's nothing that says take the trade. That's the problem that we're facing right now. Let's go to the 5-minute on this one. See, they hit this one, they came down. They came down pretty aggressively from 137.15. Very, very interesting. I don't like the way this thing is trading right now. It did come down pretty steep though. Gotta admit, from top to bottom, good 30 pips. Now it's recovered about half. Now, this could be reflecting right now the news that just came out on German consumer confidence, which was not good because they came down, but now it's holding. So let's take a look at that. It came out very good, actually. The numbers were pretty solid. Question is, why did this explode to the upside even further? And again, the level that they're coming right here, which is not a good thing. You know, if they don't break this level, there is nothing to talk about. However, on the 60-minute, I'd be more bullish right now to the upside than I would bearish. I still feel very strongly that because of this pivot here and the fact that the candles are trading above the trend dots, this thing has to move to the upside. See, here on the 10-minute, they did hit it. So I would be, I like this trade to the upside, actually. Already eluded me, so if it comes back, then I'd be jumping in. Very, very interesting. But I'm not going to get into a trade prematurely without having assurances. Let's take a look at that Euro Aussie, which did look like it was going to go long. They came down, now they're looking to go long. But they're not going to go too far. No buy, hold, sell trade recommendations. I like this one up. I think it has a potential to come up to 140.64. My entry is at 140.38. I think they'll come up one more time on this one. Let's look at the Euro New Zealand. Same thing. This one's looking pretty solid to the upside. And next level is right here. The fact that it closes above this tells me a lot. It'll be more of a spike move than anything. And then if it doesn't break this level up here, 145.40, then of course it would come down. But I don't like this trade too much. I do like the Euro Aussie. That one looked to me a little bit more favorable. And I am keen on the Euro CAD. See, this is what I was looking for them to close above this level. Tells me scream to the upside. They came down, hit this level, and bounced. Every time they bounce, they come up. So I actually like this one. Yeah, I'll take this one. No buy, hold, sell trade recommendations. Stop loss should be below 137, 136.95, 136.90. Worst case scenario. Let's see if they hold. The numbers, see, it doesn't matter what the numbers of for the news release. What matters is how the algorithms are playing right now and how they're trading around these levels. Pound Aussie, you have a question. What's your question, Sasha? You want to take a look at the pound and the Australian? Is that what it is? / Oh, okay. So pound Aussie? Sure. Let's take a look at that. GBP AUD, and I think that one's going to be in play as well. Ooh, look at that. Tricky little devil bouncing off of there. Literally bouncing off this level. Wow. Very interesting. This was a resistance. Trading right off of it. You know, this right here would be a great example to look at volume. And it's going to go long too. Yeah, I like this one. No buy, hold, sell trade recommendations, but I'll take a position here. And we'll add the volume indicator so we can really dissect this thing. No problem. Give it a second. Okay. I'll really give it a second. Okay, so we have I want to take a look at the volume there, just to see how it's playing. Okay. Ooh, evenly matched, but there was bullish volume in that bearish candle. Here, the next one, we are 107 on the buy, 109 on the sell. Has bearish volume. And so this one will be bearish, of course, or could be. This one's still in play. The fact that they're bouncing right off of this level is very important, because it was the previous resistance level. So if it holds right above it, then we should see this thing go back up. It'd be interesting to see that. Euro, Aussie. Let's take a look at the Euro USD real quickly. Oof, look at that. It bounced. Will it hold? That is the question of 1,000 words right now. it hold? Is there anything that looks decent? Pound yen would be interesting to see, actually. Excuse me. Give it a minute. Whoa. Even though I like yen strength here more than pound strength. Well, this thing dropped right out the gate. 135 pips. Wow. What a great trade that one was. Right now we are sort of stuck, waiting for the market to move. Give it a second. Ouch. Came up, came down. What are you going to do? Let's see. If it closes above 137, they're in deep trouble. Because then we can anticipate this move coming all the way up here to 137.56. So let's see how this one plays. Let's watch this one closely. I don't like it when they break through a level like this, and that 137 was a daily level. So if I don't see them bounce right back from it, I won't hang around too much on this trade. Let's see. Sometimes you just gotta be patient. Treacherous trade. Let's look at that Euro Aussie. We'll come back to this one soon. too, huh? £0 and $1. One thing that I don't like about this one right now is that the candles are trading below the trend dots. So more likely it'll try and come back, but just bounced off this trend stop right here. So we'll see how it plays. Pound Aussie. Now see, this one's still holding the Pound Aussie. Trading right above that level. So it's holding. Yeah, Pound Aussie looks to go up. The Euro Aussie is not that cooperative. See, this one's holding. But it's not inspiring. That's the problem. And there isn't any more news to really drive it. See how it's trading below the trend dots. This was the news. It came up right at the trend stop and then came down. And it's been riding down ever since. However, not really an inspiring trade right now. So let's see if this one is playing out. PAUD. The problem is some of these trades already took place during the Asian session, and they were pretty aggressive. But this one seems to hold. anticipate too much of a big move on this thing. Maybe 50 pips, if that. Let's remove the volume indicator so we can move faster. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie, see if it's reflecting, if this one's reflecting. Nope, look at that. Stubborn little devil. Let's take a look at that Euro CAD. Nope. It trades below it. Let's see. Look how they did it. They bounced right off the trend stop. The news came out. Boom, came right down. It's holding. So we have to wait and see how it holds. No, this one's not seeming to want to play fair. It's wanting to go short and close right below this daily level. You know, the wicks are very strange because sometimes you can't really go off of them. Even though you have higher lows here, you would expect by now that this move should have, you know, really hit and traded above 137 even on this, which is what I've been expecting it to do. So if it comes to it, and if it does trade above that, then at that point I'll feel comfortable letting the trade actually evolve to the upside. Or right now, I'm not that keen on it because it is still holding off. It's there, but it's not quite there yet. So that's the only thing that concerns me at this point. Same with the Euro Aussie. I would have expected it to move by now, more to the upside. And really this one more to the upside based on what we saw with the Pound Aussie, which is already in play to the upside. So I do want to take a look at the Aussie dollar though. See. This one looks like it'll reach resistance here and here. But it's bullish right now. It's not bearish. And it's bullish against the dollar. That makes, unless this comes down and it doesn't look, then this trade looks like it's going to come down and not hold. And then that would reflect what is happening with Euro Aussie, which is more to the downside than to the upside. Since they did bounce off this level, I'm actually more tempted to change directions in this trade. Yeah, I'm afraid that this is going to reverse and come down. Sometimes when you make a mistake, you need to get out of it in reverse. And that means that this one is going to do the same thing. It's going to come down, and I'll explain why. The Aussie dollar, from where I see it, looks to go long. And it looks to go long pretty aggressively. I actually feel very comfortable getting in a position to go long on this. Pound Swissy, yes, of course. Let's take a look. Pound Swissy. See, this one looks to go short. I made a decision during the Asian session, and definitely right now. Yeah, see, look at that. EuroCAD. See, this one closed right above 137 even. Then this one will be the only one going long. And there it goes. And if this candle closes above 137, then anticipate that they could come all the way up to 137.56. It's hardly moving though. But it is trading above the level, so you cannot knock it. Yeah, see, look at this one. Pound Aussie coming down now. And why? Because the Australian dollar is gaining strength. See? There it goes. And this one can run up to 179 even. So we're talking another 60 pips to the upside. And this one's just holding the EuroCAD. Any other requests to look at others? pound. Look at that. They came down, bounced right off that level. Pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand's probably going to look like the pound Aussie. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, see, bouncing right off the trend stop. Even though they had this here, they did go up to the trend stop, but now it looks like they're going down. Let's see. Yeah, see, this one's reversing just like the pound Aussie was. And it looks like to be a good drop. See? I would tell you that this one will probably come down definitely 189.56, but then it's looking to drop all the way to 188.57. That's a pretty good drop. That's a pretty good drop. So yeah, pound New Zealand, I would say bearish. I would put a stop loss above this level, 196.52. That's like 30 pips right now. And see, look how it just slammed. Oof, look at that drop. That means the pound Aussie just tanked. Yeah. And that means the Aussie dollar made a good move to the upside, or is moving. And there it is. And there it goes. See the Euro CAD. Nice. I like that Euro CAD. I would tell you to monitor some of these trades. Euro Aussie is the only one that has not come into play, but everyone else is more or less coming into the play. Euro Aussie. Yes, it is the only one that hasn't dropped. Interesting. Always thinking of food, aren't we, John? Yes, see, the fact that it's trading right below the trend dot is good, but I'd like to see this one really just come down and bounce off of 140.31. That would keep me a little bit more motivated, and I would have anticipated a move on this currency pair based on how aggressive they're moving the Aussie dollar right now. But there aren't that many trades right now. There's nothing that really is screaming, good trade. No, there isn't. I think everyone's trying to lick their wounds from the stock market crashing today over 200 pips. So long as this one maintains itself above 137, we're good. That's the only thing that matters, is that it trades above this level. That's it. So long as it stays above it, I'm content. Your stop loss should be below it, but I don't think they're going to come down to test it. So I think that as soon as you see the sentiment transition to a bright turquoise, then you should move your stop loss to break even. However, in this one, the Euro Aussie, I would have expected this thing to come down by now, and it hasn't. Now the Pound Aussie, this one's already started to come down, but it's still trading above that level. It's got to go below 190.007. So if it comes down below that, then at that point I know we've got a decent trade to the downside with this, and I think it will play. Just have to give it time. Piecemealing it, huh? I guess. This one's concerning that it hasn't played out. Let's see the Aussie dollar. Yeah, see, I'm bullish on the Aussie dollar. The more strength it gains against the US dollar, the more strength it'll gain against the British pound and the Aussie and the Euro Aussie as well. So these are trades to watch, quite honestly. You're going to have to keep your eye on them. Some are already in the green, but the other two are the ones that simply have to watch. That EuroCAD, I like the EuroCAD, to the upside. If it maintains itself above 137, it could turn out to be a really great trade. So since this one came down, maybe the Euro Aussie gave it up. It's giving it up, which is different. Here it comes. So that means the EuroCAD may not be a good one to stay in. It means it could bring it down. Yeah. I'm not going to wait around on this one to hit me hard. I'll lick my wounds right now. The small loss. Small loss of 10 pips is nothing, but it's going to come down from this point. The question is, where will it come down to? And the next level is 136.60. So that's a good 40 pip drop. But I wouldn't jump into it. See, here comes the Euro Aussie. And this one has really good. I mean, if it gains momentum, it's going to drop aggressively. This one's already dropping. And this one's just maintaining. So I would tell you to watch these trades. Not a whole lot of action right now, primarily because there aren't any news drivers. The one that came out really didn't do much, and that's okay. Sometimes, on quiet days like this, you can still come out with 30, 50 pips per trade. You just have to wait it out. Let them play their game. Just gonna let them play their game. Yeah, this one should continue to the downside, and so should this one. All these three trades should play out very nicely. So that's pretty much all we have to show for this morning so far. I would tell you to set a stop loss 10, 15 pips on these, and let them evolve, let them play. I think it's going to be a pretty late night on some of these as they play out. We have unemployment claims in the morning, so that should be interesting. But I think these plays will play out, and you should be able to pick up 20, 30 pips, if not more, on each trade. See, look, that one kicked in. Finally. So we're positive on all three right now, practically. And this EuroCAD trade, this one's going to come down. It's not going to hold, especially because they're going to close right below this within this next minute. I would tell you, be careful, but I'd say if you take a position here at 136.95, you can put your stop loss at 137.03 and let it run. I think it's got more potential to the downside than to the upside. That's pretty much all we have for tonight, guys. Monitor the trades. I think you'll be surprised at the end of the morning with some of these, but like I said, the Aussie dollar looks to maintain, the pound Aussie looks to maintain, the Euro Aussie should drop, and this Euro CAD one should drop as well. And the levels are pretty much mapped out, so you more or less have expectations of where it's going to go to, which is a good thing. So I tell you to just monitor them, and we'll take a look at them Friday morning we'll do a recap of yesterday's trades. We'll go from there. Yes, we'll go on Friday on how we did today. So that's pretty much it. I won't bore you guys any further because I think that it's useless. There isn't any driver right now to drive this market. It's just going to be pretty much flat. But they'll move though. Sometimes these trades take their time to evolve, to unfold, and they do it very slowly. But you'd be surprised with some of the returns that they generate. So if you have any questions, I'm going to drop my email here. Feel free to email me. And it'll be up in 1 second. Ricardo at PhoenixTradingStrategies.com. Any more questions? Going once, going twice. Oof, look at that one. Finally gave up on the Euro Aussie. There it comes. Yeah, I tell you to monitor these trades. Just watch them. I think you'll be very pleased with some of the results. Calculate 20, 30 pip moves on some of these. So let's take a look at this one. Let's take a look at the pound Aussie one more time. There goes the pound Aussie. See? Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Look at that one. Nice. Nice move to the upside. And the Euro CAD. This one will, I feel it's going to drop like a stone. It's just a matter of time. So that's pretty much it. I'll leave you guys to have a very, very good morning and good trading. I think these are the trades that we were searching for. So have a great evening, have a great morning, have a great afternoon, and we'll talk about the results on Friday. See you then.